the industry does with the popular Emmy Awards, WWE rewards excellence in sports entertainment with the semi-annual Slammy Awards. The prestigious awards ceremony, which was created by the Academy of Wrestling Arts and Science, can be traced back all the way to 1986.
Joe, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm reading the new WWE Encyclopedia, available on highspots.com. How about the Slammy Awards, man?
Why?
I love the Slammy Awards!
Jared, those are over. Those are done with.
Don't lie to me! I like the Slammy Awards. Just let me have that.
I mean, that's okay, but that's past, dude.
Then what are we going to do? What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. Maybe we could do the Revolutionaries?
Wait a minute. The Revolutionaries.
The Revolutionaries.
On YouTube, #1 wrestling talk show?
That's right. Because you know what?
It's the return of the Wrestling Revolution. It's JR Judy. It's Wade Skaggs. And it's a 2010 wrap-up edition of the Wrestling Revolution. It is the Revolutionaries. Host with the most. We are back, and we have a long list of to-dos. I mean, it's been a long time. The last time we talked to you guys, it was the TNA Impact edition. By the way, tremendous edition of the Wrestling Revolution, if I just say myself. We had bonus matches, meet and greets, basically everything you could ask from the Wrestling Revolution. And we answered your questions, which there are none this week, guys. It's the Wrestling Revolution Revolutionaries. We've been putting on Facebook. Go ahead and, add us on Facebook. Wrestling Revolution. You got Wade Skaggs, JR Judy. You already know. But Wade, we got some important business to do. We have a year in review. A new section on the Wrestling Revolution. It is 2010, the year that was maybe the most important year professional wrestling has had in a long time.
Oh, definitely. The most important year of the past decade, my friend.
The winds of change have definitely come in professional wrestling. Let's start in the month of January. It was January 25th, 2010, the most important day in the WWE's history. Raw was revolutionized.
That's right, JR. The Wrestling Revolution took a little trip down to Columbus and the Nationwide Arena, and we filmed us one hell of an episode, my friend.
We also saw OCW Heritage Champion at the time, JoJo Little, inside the arena before the show, and there was still the guy, the sign guy. I hope you understand. You ruined the night, sir. You took away the Drew Lorenz sign! I came back to the dorm that night. He was heartbroken. He was crying.
I can believe that.
Nonetheless, Raw was revolutionized. Shawn Michaels was in action. Always a treat to see the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Always.
Sheamus and John Cena the main event. But we did see Randy Orton come out and lay them both down. Always nice to see Randy Orton.
Definitely.
Our next piece of information, we look at the Royal Rumble. Edge returned and winning the Royal Rumble.
Wade, blown away, JR.
Bret the Hitman Hart. That's right, Bret Hart's not been seen in the WWE in over 12 years, and he come back to bury the hatchet with Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon.
It was the handshake seen round the world. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart bury the hatchet 12 years later, and then later in the night we would see Bret Hart in the ring with Vince McMahon for the first time since Survivor Series. And what do we see? A handshake from Vince McMahon. He raises the arm of Bret Hart and then kicks him in the gut.
Oh, yeah.
Vince McMahon screws Bret Hart again on January 4th. Unbelievable. And speaking of January, the last thing we got to talk about is Genesis. A new era in TNA. The end of the six-sided ring. The old WCW walkway comes into play. And a debut of sorts of a man from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Kenna. I didn't say it. Anderson. He takes on the Monster Abyss.
Anderson.
Damn it. He takes on the Monster Abyss in his TNA debut and definitely makes a little bit of an impact, if you will.
Absolutely, and since he's become one of the major players in TNA.
Also on that pay-per-view, though, the return match, AJ Styles and Kurt Angle for the World Heavyweight title, and Ric Flair makes the difference in that main event.
Yes, that's right. Ric Flair taking AJ Styles under his wing, effectively turning AJ Styles heel in a shocker, my friend.
We would see the age of the styling and profiling AJ Styles as the World Heavyweight Champion. Now, we move to the month of February. AJ Styles is the World Heavyweight Champion at the time. He goes into Against All Odds against Samoa Joe, the Nation of Violence. He cashes in his Feast or Fire title shot at Against All Odds against AJ Styles, only to be screwed by AJ Styles and Ric Flair. Eric Bischoff was the referee, and that still wasn't enough to stop AJ Styles and Ric Flair. The bigger news, though, was the 8-card stud tournament. And the Pope D'Angelo Dinero not only beats Desmond Wolfe, not only beats Matt Morgan, he's jumped by the band, and then he beats Mr. Anderson to become the #1 contender at Lockdown.
Oh, yeah.
And the bigger news, the sleeper of the night. I don't mean a sleeper as a surprisingly good match, the one you slept through. The tag team match heard around the world, Team 3D and the Nasty Boys. Oh boy. Yeah. Not a good choice. But there was bigger news. Another pay-per-view we talked about was Elimination Chamber. Wade, you want to take it off? Starting with the Raw Elimination Chamber for the WWE Championship. Sheamus put the title on the line in one of the most controversial finishes ever.
Oh, it was controversial, my friend. It was controversial. Oh, man.
Not going to say any more than that. I mean, Triple H cost Sheamus the World WWE Championship. Obviously, ignites a feud. John Cena becomes the WWE Champion, only to see Vince McMahon come on the stage and shake the entire night up for Elimination Chamber.
Oh.
John Cena thinks he has the title won. He thinks he won to WrestleMania. And then out comes Batista to challenge for the WWE Championship. And Batista beats John Cena. And it looks like John Cena would be out of WrestleMania. WrestleMania. Other side of the coin from SmackDown, the World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker, put the title on the line in the Elimination Chamber. It was down to The Undertaker and Chris Jericho for the world title. And then
something a little unexpected, my friend. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, coming up through the ring and costing The Undertaker the World Heavyweight Championship, giving it to Y2J Chris Jericho.
Shawn Michaels did not win the Royal Rumble, which means he could not face The Undertaker if The Undertaker was the world champion. Shawn Michaels went to drastic measures just to get a rematch with The Undertaker. Also in February, the end of Extreme Championship Wrestling. Ezekiel Jackson defeats Christian to become the final ECW champion, and in its place comes NXT